Hi guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about the new Easton Triumph arrows. I received these arrows from Easton about a month ago, just before the indoor nationals in South Africa. Took them out the package. Within a week I was on the national tournament shooting them and won a silver medal. Now I didn't have a lot of time then to look at the arrows, to test them, etc. But subsequently, a month later and on the way to Nimes, I've tested the arrows, and I made the decision to swap from aluminum X23 arrows to these carbon arrows. Now let me just give you a little bit of an idea. I used to shoot the X23 arrow. I still love this arrow. I think it's probably the most consistent arrow that Easton has ever built, and I've always shot this arrow. Many records with it, South African record, Sanifa indoor record, Sana indoor record with this arrow. So for me to change away from this arrow would take something special. Now, if I look at this carbon arrow, that the Triumph arrow from Easton, I decided to move to this arrow for a couple of reasons. For one, let me tell you why carbon. Lots of archers would like to do a carbon arrow for the simple reason of extreme durability. Now, this arrow is very nice if you travel abroad and you don't want to take a lot of arrows with you. I had the experience once in Singapore where I lost 12 aluminum arrows, 2 broken, all bent, because of the extremely hard target butts that we shot into there. Now there is where you get the advantage of a carbon arrow. I think the claim to fame from the point of view of these arrows are the aluminum insert in the front. As you can see here, most of the Easton outdoor target arrows, for instance the X10, the X10 Pro Tour, has aluminum inserts and wrapped with carbon. It makes a very strong, straight and very good spined arrow. Now Easton took that technology and used it in an indoor arrow. The only difference is to get the weight down and to get better forward of center. Only the front portion of this arrow has aluminum in the inside. Now the advantages of that would be a couple. For one, it's much easier to glue your points in and out on an aluminum insert than to use epoxy on a carbon arrow alone. For two, your forward of center is so much better than any or most of the other carbon arrows out there because you've got a little bit extra weight in the front. And for three, it makes this arrow extremely strong in the front. So it will resist bending and breaking in most very, very hard target faces. Now if you look at this arrow, you can see at the back here, it's got a little gold sticker that says cut from this end. So never ever cut these arrows from the front. You have to cut these arrows from the back. Now I chose, these arrows comes from a 350 spine, 400, 450 and a 500 spine arrow. These arrows, the claim to fame of these arrows are whether you use a 350 spine or a 500 spine arrow, the outside diameter of this arrow is 9.3 millimeters, which is the maximum allowable thickness arrow to use in world archery tournaments. So whether you've got a light spined arrow or heavier spined arrow, the outside diameter is consistent. So for the female archers and the juniors and even people with lower poundages, you get the advantage of a thicker arrow with a slightly softer spine. Now Easton also makes the arrow points for these, and they come from 100 to 200 grains with 25 grain increments in between. These arrow points are brilliant. I've weighed them, they're very consistent. You can look at them, they're excellently made, and it gives you the opportunity to tune your arrow to your bow from 100 to a 200 grain point in these arrows. Now my arrow of choice that I chose to shoot is the 350 spine. I shoot it with a 200 grain point, cut it to 30 inches, and I use a boning knock and 4-inch feathers at the back to make this arrow travel very nicely. I use this exact same arrow to shoot the indoor trials that we shot for picking a team to represent South Africa in Nimes, or to go to Nimes, and I came out tops with these arrows. So I really think it's worth the investment. So let me just show you one of the claim to fame of these arrows. They are the straightest carbon arrows on the market. I'm going to spin one or two of them that I picked randomly out of the packet, and I want you to look at the straightness of this arrow. As you can see, these arrows are very, very straight. Let's pick another one. Turn it again. These arrows are extremely straight arrows. So if you're looking for a very, very durable indoor arrow, look no further than the Triumph. If you are interested in these arrows, I know Seppi from Magnum Archery has got some of them in stock. So please go and see him. It's my arrow of choice for the 2015 season. I don't think you'll make a mistake with any Easton products. Thank you.